started so that we can proceed. Okay, thank you very much. Yes, let us get started. In the name of the Almighty God, the most gracious and most merciful, I send peace and blessings to everyone. I would like to thank everyone for being here today, because there are so many places where you could be right now, but always sacrifice your precious time. And you say that every Wednesdays and every Saturdays at 9 p.m. East African time, we always have sessions, global sessions. These are global sessions. These are not local sessions. That is why we always have these sessions in English language. That is why we always have Mr. Boga and Mr. Joshua recording for us these sessions so that we can upload them on all our social media handles via YouTube, via TikTok, via Instagram, via X, all social media platforms, because these sessions educate people globally all over the world. That is how great these sessions are. And your presence really means a lot, because you are the people that really move these sessions. So we really appreciate everyone, the contribution, your attendance, Mr. Bogan, Mr. Joshua, the recordings they always make. Really, we appreciate the members that always advertise these sessions on their platforms. I always see Mr. Francis doing that, always promoting these sessions, sharing to other members. Really, we appreciate everyone who is doing a tremendous job so that really people can get this knowledge and value. Because I always tell you that there are very many people who would like to be in such classes, but maybe God hasn't given them that opportunity to know that we really have these classes. So it is really something so great that we really have knowledge about this. It is like in life. There are some people we have right now, and some months ago, some years ago, we never had them in our lives. And really, ever since they came in our lives really changed a lot. That is what I'm trying to mean. When you also get the knowledge, really there is a way how you transform. It is like knowing about God. If you know more about the Bible and the Quran, you can't stay the same, because you hear God's words, you hear God's guidance, because the Holy Quran and the Holy Bible, they're a guidance to humankind from God. They guide us on what should be done, because all lessons are there, everything that you need to know. So it is the same thing this side. Really, we appreciate everyone. And really what I can tell you is that you can't remain the same. If you attend these sessions, trust me, you can't stay the same. There is a big difference between you and the person who does not have this information. I always remind you, my dear friends, that you cannot do what you don't understand. Hopefully my screen is shared and you can see my screen very well. Can anyone notify me via the audio? Can anyone see my screen? Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Boga. So I'm telling you that you cannot do what you don't understand. We can give the greatest example. I want to give other examples about business, like I always do. Let me give the greatest example. You can't worship God if you don't know how to worship Him. That is why God sent His holy prophets. God sent prophets in order for them to teach us who is God. And we know that God is one, the oneness of God. And we know that if we are to worship God, what should we do? If God provides you money, you need to give out. This is how you need to pray. All those things we learn from the prophets of God and messengers, meaning that anything, you need to first understand it. If God sent the messengers that go and preach to mankind the oneness of me, the Almighty, the most gracious and most merciful, and this is how people should really worship me, that means that everything in this world, you need to understand it. Because the moment you do something that you don't understand, definitely you can't make impact. Don't forget that all of us, we have professions that we are good at or that we are in. If you want to make an impact in your profession, you need to be knowledgeable. There is no great person in the history of mankind that, as you can say that Albert Einstein did this, if they say Adolf Hitler did this, other examples of other great men and women, I won't mention and we finish them. But trust me, those people, what made them to make the impact is because they mastered the art of the fields they were in. There were very many electricians in the world, but there is a reason why maybe the history talks about Thomas Edison, the person who made the bulb to bring out light, because he made impact, but he couldn't do that without being knowledgeable. He understood that if I do this and this bulb can light. If I do this and this, we can make a car. If we do this and this, we can make a phone. So it is the same thing. For you to make impact, all people that you admire right now, you might say, a musician, one of the greatest musicians the world has ever had is called Michael Jackson. But he was not only talented at singing. Someone to make impact, you need to be extraordinary from others, and you need to be knowledgeable. He was good at dancing and singing. You find some people even they're good at instruments, like Eddie Sheeran. That means that those people have something extra, but you won't have that if you really are not knowledgeable. So I decided one of the words that I wanted to share with you today, because before we dive into our session, is this. Because I thought of many things that I would bring, and I found out that this is the most suitable one. And it says, being laughed at is the price you pay, or is the cost you have to pay in order for you to win or to succeed. The greatest example is with the prophets of God. Look at Jesus Christ. Look at Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and other prophets. When they were bringing their message from God that God had given them, they were mocked. They were laughed at, the nations they were sent to. People said that, no. You're using some magic. People never believed in the messengers of God. They were laughed at, they were mocked, they were beaten. But there is a saying which says that he who laughs last laughs best. And we can see today the people that we were laughing at, you see someone starting something, because when we start something, obviously, we are going to make mistakes. We are going to look like idiots when we are doing things in the first place. You might say that someone is awkward. For me, I can give you an example. Some of us, when we started these things of public speaking, really, it was so shameful. We were, how can I call it? We were trembling. Before even you are given a microphone or an opportunity to stand, you're already sweating. The heart is pumping like it wants to move out. But because we really understood that if you want to be the best, you need to really accept that those moments have to be there. Those moments have to be there where you'll be laughed at, but you're becoming someone. Because in the first place, if you tremble and you're speaking, because it's your first time to do that, but the next time you'll have that confidence that I've ever done it, meaning that I can do it again. Something that you have ever done, you're confident in it, but something that you have never done, really, trust me, your confidence level is always low. But we should know that is the price we have to pay for success. So if you know that you're doing the right thing, again, don't do the wrong thing and say that, I'm doing the wrong thing, but people, as long as people laugh at me, I will succeed. No, my dear friend, make sure that you're doing the right thing. That is also very important. Let people laugh at you. Let people mock you. Let people call you an idiot and a fool, at least when you're doing the right thing. Because if you do the right thing with the persistence, consistency, God will open doors from you. Let me tell you one of the verses that I've read in these holy books that has really impacted my life. God mentions in several occasions in the Bible and he says, we touch our mercy with the people whom we will. There are very many people in the world right now. Some of us work harder than most people. Even us, the people who work harder than us, but they earn less than us. That is where the saying comes in. You need to have the grace of God. Some people do not work that hard, but they're blessed by God. So someone might say, how can I seek the grace of God? I'm giving you an answer today. God gives us two scenarios. If you're not touched by the mercy of God, the second thing is God tells us, these are God's words, not Arafat's words. God tells us that we do not let, or we do not allow the reward of good doers to be lost. What a powerful statement. God does not allow the reward of good doers to be lost. As long as you do the right thing, as long as you are merciful to people, you treat yourself well, you do things well, God will never be unfair to you. That is why the most merciful people, they're always blessed, they're kind people. The people who wish others well, they're always, God never lets them, their wallets be blank. So that is also a secret. If you have been looking for the grace of God and maybe you have not been having it, try to be a good person as much as you can. Your life won't stay the same. Trust me, some of us can testify. So tonight, we are having episode 11. Today, we are having the 11th episode because every Wednesdays, we look at the ultimate Utrading technical sessions. But these are not only technical sessions for Utrading, the artificial intelligence robot. These generalize the cryptocurrency market and the forex market. Remember, we are in financial markets. If I talk about cryptocurrency market and the forex market, maybe it's your first time here. You're saying, oh, coach, you're talking about forex. I don't do forex. I'm not interested in forex. You need to understand that these markets move together, forex and crypto. We do the same technical analysis. We have the fundamental analysis and we have the sentiment analysis. Means that whatever Arafat I'm explaining, I might be explaining it in Utrading, but you'll find the same thing which is similar in the forex market. Yet it was being explained in the Utrading artificial intelligence robot or the cryptocurrency market. So we're having episode 11 because with Mr. Joshua last Wednesday, he recorded for us the episode 10 of the ultimate Utrading technical session. And as I told you that if you missed out these sessions, we have them, all of them, starting from episode 1 until the current episode. They are uploaded on our YouTube channel of Coach Ssebadduka Arafat. But if you can request for them, for those that are on WhatsApp, you are in the Utrading WhatsApp groups, you can request for those recordings. Those that have my WhatsApp number, you can reach out to me for those recordings because we have them. So tonight is the episode 11 of the ultimate Utrading technical session. In our previous sessions, we looked at all of this. The reward hub, the profit, what and what. We looked at everything. And previously, we looked at how can you suggest your ideas to the Utrading team. Feedback. Here, this optional feedback, we saw that I won't explain. We saw how you can directly communicate with the Utrading team. And I told you that this is something very awesome because this is not something that other trading robots have. But if Utrading is giving us a chance that Arafat, you can bring in your suggestion and we really work on it, that is something tremendous. You can talk to these people and they can really make an impact. Let me give you an example. For me, I was talking to them. I think I talked to them yesterday because there was a suggestion from my friend he's called Mr. Ray. Mr. Ray, he's based in Canada. So he was suggesting to me something. And I wrote to the Utrading team. Let me show you the chat here. And you responded. Are you seeing? Let me show you here. Your suggestion will be incorporated into the next version update because the suggestion was here. You see, as Arafat communicates to them, you can also do the same. That is why we teach you. We don't want to say that only leaders can talk to them. you also can talk to them. Here we do not limit anyone that you shouldn't get in touch with them. No, 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 no. Here we all wish each other the best. So tonight, we are going to be looking at the ranking part. Are you seeing this ranking? We are going to understand the ranking and how do these rankings work? What does it take for you to be in these rankings? This is what we are going to understand. Because I told you that one of the reasons that we have discovered why very many people have not yet made good results in the Utrading artificial intelligence robot, it's because they lack full knowledge on how this robot works. They lack knowledge about the interface, the features of this robot, which is something very important. It is like saying that we all have smartphones, but some people, their phones don't make them money. But there is someone making $100 with the same smartphone that you have. You have the same smartphone, maybe yours is even expensive, but someone is making $100. Someone is making $10,000. Someone is making $1 million from the same smartphone that you have. The difference is, my mentor Jimron talked about that. Knowledge and skills gap, that is the difference. So in these rankings, we have different areas, but we are going to start from this first area called profit. And under profit, we have what we call automated. Automated. So here where you see automated, we have signal and we have manual. So where you see automated, this is a trading strategy. Are you trading strategy? And this is a strategy whereby the robot places the trades for you, takes the profits for you, and re-enters the trades. Meaning that within this strategy, the robot will be doing everything for you in automated trading. And with you trading all these strategy types, they give us them in the two types of trading in crypto. Remember, we have mainly two ways on how we can benefit in crypto. We have what we call spot trading and we have what we call futures trading. So all this strategy, automated, we have automated futures and automated spot. We have signal in futures and signals in spot. We have manual trading both in spot and futures. Brilliant. And I always tell people, but let me repeat this once again, because when people inbox me, they always ask me this question. These are one of the most questions I receive from people. And I always respond to them in this way. If you want to benefit in crypto, you need to decide, are you a long-term investor or are you a short-term investor looking for daily profits? Because they're different. And I always tell people that spot trading is long-term investing, 4 to 5 years. Why? Because spot trading means buy low, sell high. Meaning in spot trading, we only make profits when the market is moving up. And it is impossible for a financial market, let it be the crypto market, let it be the forex market, for the market to just move up and down. For the market to only move in one direction. The market can't only move up. But in the long run, 4 to 5 years, you can really make it, because we know if Bitcoin right now, I'm giving an example, it is at $70,000. The next 6 months, it can drop to $50,000. But we all know and we are sure in the next 5 years, this same Bitcoin we see, it will be over $150,000. So in the long run, they move up. But before reaching the 4 to 5 years, within all that duration of time, the market always gives opportunities in both the long position and short position. What I mean by long and short, I mean it gives opportunities whether the market goes up or it goes down for one to make money. So if you want daily profit making, it should be futures. Because futures trading, if the market moves up, you make money. If the market moves down, you make money. But sport, you only make money when the market moves up, which has to take some long term. So hopefully that has been very clear. You need to understand that. So someone is talking about here on the TikTok page, but whenever I try futures, my money is liquidated. We have trading strategies. We are over 8 months. We have a trading strategy that is proven. So kindly make sure that you reach out to me, those that have not yet got that strategy. The best strategy in risk management and capital protection. Mr. Joshua and Mr. Boga can testify. Mr. Francis can testify. And other members that have used strategy 5. As very many people were liquidated global and committing suicide. Strategy 5, we never lost our money. Even someone with $100, the money was there as long as the person set the parameters as they were explained in the tutorial. So we have trading strategies backed by results. Not Arafat just saying that this has been there. No, it has already been there. We are making 8 months and no one has been liquidated as long as the person followed the right settings. So we have solutions for that. So now here, we are going to start with automated trading, the profit part of automated trading. So they tell us here below that automated data includes both AI brain and cold brain. So AI brain, the AI trades for you. What we call cold brain, call, OKOL, is an abbreviation for key opinion leaders. In the cryptocurrency market, we have key opinion leaders. These are the big guys in the market. So now cold brain, someone does what we call copy trading. You follow professional traders. Your role is just to have money. Your trading robot does everything. It's for you to decide, now I want to do cold brain, and you click on it. Then the robot does the rest. We shall reach that part when I'm explaining each detail so that we can understand it. But my role here is to explain to this profit panel. Then below automated, we see days. We have 90 days, we have 30 days, we have 15 days, and we have 1 day. Meaning that these profits made, they're ranked within 3 months, those are the 90 days, 1 month, 30 days, 15 days, those are 2 weeks, and 1 day, those are 24 hours. So let us start with 1 day. I want to show you here in East Africa, right now, 28 minutes past 9. The day hasn't yet concluded. I want to show you. I always tell people that. My mentor Jim Rohn said that as you blame the government, as you blame your parents, as you blame leaders, religious leaders and other leaders, as you blame the weather, as you have all those complaints, someone is making money in the same circumstances, in the same area that you are in. We are going to testify this. I always tell people to reflect on this. Now, they will always show you your ranking here. For me, I don't do automated trading. When we reach the strategies that we use, you will see my performance, but let us start with automated. We see someone in the first position. Is called Trader Silve. This is my friend. He's from Rwanda. He is here. If you look at earnings on the right, he has made $2,364. My God. This is like 8 million Ugandan shillings. Oh my God. You can scroll down and see other people. Scroll. We have someone in Kenya. Because people are from other countries. Now this one is from West Africa. But let us come here. This one is from Kenya. Someone has made $386. Someone is saying, the president has done this and this. Okay, we can understand. But the moment you keep on playing the blame game, your life won't change. Your life won't change. That is the fact for life. You have to step up. However much Arafat I love you or you like him, you might be liking Coach Arafat a lot. But I need to work so that I meet my bills. You can't say that, now let me provide $1,000 there for Coach Arafat every month. I know there are people that can do that, but there are very few. And I can't rely on anyone because those favors can end at any time. See, people from different countries scroll. You can scroll down, take your time. Someone from Kenya again, $261. We have people from South Africa. People from different parts of the country, because some people might say Arafat will only show us whites. People are making money. People are making money. So now the question comes. I always tell people, don't think that someone has made $2,000 and the person is trading with $100. Your trading is like any other business. Your input will determine your output. As you can't compare a physical business of $10,000 with a business of $500, it is the same thing this side. Someone can't make $1 million a month, and you think the person is using $500. It's impossible. So in trading, we need to be realistic. And the more you be realistic is the more you're going to be in the market for a long time. Because we are not here to compete. We have seen people who came with competition. Because you see Mr. Joshua having $2,000 on his account, for you say, I have $100. I want to be better than Mr. Joshua. Then you start using high risk. You put in many trades. You use the high leverage. And we have seen people, their accounts have not survived. They just joined us for a month. They lost their money within a month. They can't exceed 3 months. Yet some of us have been here for 2 years, over 2 years. Some have been here for 3 years. We are making patiently, because I always tell people that with the trading strategies that we have in Utrading, the minimum you can make is 10%. My dear friends, honestly, if you have $10,000 and you can make $1,000 as your 10%, really can't you sit and appreciate? How many businesses can make this? Remember, with Utrading, you do not need to leave your profession to make this money, the 10%. With our trading strategies, you don't need to analyze the market. You don't need to be in the market 24/7 to make this money. Your trades are set once a month, my dear friends. You're not paying rent. You're not paying the tax. You're not paying the workers. You're not putting in any money that you need to go to your work, that is money for eating. You don't need to pay any electricity bills. Even if your phone has been off for a full month, but when you set it, you'll find the 10%. How many businesses can make this? Honestly, according to the current world we are in, it's so crazy. So these are the things that we need to appreciate, Banangi. There is nothing that is small. That is why some of us have survived. For me, I rather make my 10%, and I know even if I sleep well. For me, I sleep well. For your information, my dear friends, I'm not worried that I'll wake up one day when my account has been liquidated, because I know I use the current and the best strategy in terms of risk management and capital protection, and it gives me 10%. Let me have by peace of mind. Those with $1,000, really, if you're counting the 10%, these are $100. There is nothing that is small. For me, I tell you. Yes, my brother Sharif. Thank you for tuning in. It's nice to see you here on TikTok. Thank you very much for the support, everyone. So this has been one day. So if we go to 15 days, 15 days, 2 weeks, I think let me go to a month and we see. A month will give us, okay, because most of us say that, hey, this month I've made $1,000. Some have made $500. Let us take a picture. In the last 30 days, ask yourself this question. You know how much you have made. If you have not made any, even outside you trading, I'm not saying only in you trading, compare all your other businesses that you do and ask yourself this question. How much do they make for you a month? We all know. For you might be making $2,000, someone $500, we all know. Now see, this person has made crazy $22,000. This is really crazy. Over 80 million Ugandan shillings in 30 days. See people from other countries. We have someone from South Africa, $11,000. We can keep on scrolling. People from Spain, you see them. People from different countries, from Morocco, from Belgium, this from Brazil. Someone from Brazil has made $6,651. What I want to show you, my dear friends, that the problem is not with the strategy. The problem is that you have failed to understand your strategy. What does it demand? I don't think that this strategy is that it's a walkover. Most people think that it's going to be a walkover. No, my dear friend. There are some things that you need to understand. For example, I will explain them in details later, but let me give examples right now. The moments that are going to come in, when you need to add more funds on your account for improved profit making, such times will come. You need to understand. The moments when you won't make money, you need to understand, because it's like any business. Not every day you can make. There's sometimes where the market won't be in favor of your trades. But as I said, I guarantee you making 10% the least at the end of the month. Because we have seen that, we have been here. I'm talking with facts. So let us go to another one under profit called signal trading. So signal trading, the trading robot sends free signals. Free signals, let me repeat it, every 15 minutes. If you have been buying signals, trading gives free trading signals. And I told people that trading has what we call a Telegram channel, where it sends these signals. I'm going to show you both ways. We have where in the Telegram, we have a Telegram bot signal, this one that you see here. Trading sends these signals both in spot and in futures. Are you seeing them, the signals? They're here. Let me scroll down. They're here. Now you see this is futures, futures, futures. Then we have those for spot. So trading sends these signals every after 15 minutes. And we also receive these signals also in the trading application, which I will show you later on when I'm explaining the signal strategy. How can you set your trades in a profitable way? So under signal trading, if you look at 30 days, I have just started my signal trades because there is been a request, because very many people have seen that this signal trading is making good profits. And in trading, as we do, before we share out any strategy, we leaders first test it out ourselves before giving the people the strategy. Because the time we have spent in crypto and trading forex, or in trading generally, we have seen that there are very many strategies which are good at the start, but they end up liquidating people. Because in the first place, we don't give them time to understand their pros and cons. What are their advantages? What are the disadvantages? Because when you understand them, it is very easy. It is like saying that if you know Arafat, what makes Arafat happy? What makes Arafat sad? When Arafat is sad, what should I do? Should I not talk to him? If you understand such things, it will be very easy for you to deal with Arafat. It is the same thing here. So personally, I've just started this, and you can see within 30 days, I've made $2, but my trades haven't yet made 30 days. My account has just started running the past 3 days. So now we can look at the people who have already been using this. So we have the person in the first position, he's already here, $11,000, silver under. We see Victor from Nigeria, 5,587. You can scroll down. We have a person from Uganda, number 8, $3,924. Someone has made over 12 million Ugandan shillings within a month. Just having an application on the phone, like how we have TikTok and WhatsApp. Someone is using an application to make money, the Utrading application. You can scroll down. We have people from Tanzania making $3,762. You can scroll down. We have people from different countries. Let me also go to one day. I always want to show one day today because I always want to get this question. For me, when I'm not making profits, I know my problem. And it is the same thing I want you to understand. When you don't make profits, you also need to be like Arafat and know. If you're not making profits, the issue is with you, not with the you trading AI. Because if others are making, what are they doing? Those are the things I'm going to answer. But first of all, what they are doing, they have big capital and they have big trading ranks. I'll explain that after showing you the profit panels. So in one day, someone has made $1,000, over 4 million Ugandan shillings. You can look at this list. You can look at them. Look at them. Get your time on your application. Look at this. Utrading put these rankings to show you that people perform well. It is like, how can I say? It is like how God created this world. Or it is like life. If you do not do anything, do not expect anything. You don't go to work, you don't look for a job, you are seated home, money won't come from heaven. Let me tell you, money won't come to you from heaven. You need to work. Some say, Coach, even if I work, I don't get money, but you get. It might not be much, but you get. Trust me. You're better than someone who's just seated. So now, lastly, we are going to go to what we have called manual trading. What I love about manual trading is a lifetime skill, lifetime international money making skill. Manual trading. Those that want to elevate their trading game, you trading has what we call the manual trading. Manual trading. And we have it both in spot and futures. So manual trading today, I've made $9, $9.9, which is good. I'm good to go. On my side, I'm good to go. Because if I make those $9 every day, 30 days come, when I've made $270, this can help me to meet my bills comfortably as Arafat. Because that is the capital God has blessed me with to make that money. I know if I want to make more, I need to add on my capital. That one I know it. As any business, the bigger your capital, the bigger your returns. I understood that. But for now, I appreciate what I've made. Because there are moments, there were days, there were years when Arafat, I couldn't make this. It was a nightmare to make this money. But now if I make it, well and good. So now we see someone, as Arafat has made $9. Someone from Uganda called Senior, he has made $2,700. My God. Someone, this is really crazy. Someone has made over 8 million Ugandan shillings in a day. Go through the list. I think some things really are also becoming much for me. See, another person from Uganda, $316, 1 million Ugandan shillings. People come from different countries. Let us go to 30 days in a month. I'm trying to show you that people make money because I do not want to start explaining to these strategies. How best can you set signal? How best can you set automated? How can you set manual? And I explain to you the pros and cons. I'm going to explain to you in our next session. If you're doing automated, what should you understand about it? And you make a decision. It is like saying that, oh, okay, Arafat is a nice guy. We are giving examples. Maybe let us give an example. Okay, let me give it on myself. I won't use someone's name. Okay, Arafat is a good person, but there is something where Arafat has a weakness, maybe is short-tempered. Meaning that, this is what I explained, meaning that if you're going to deal with Arafat, you need to be cautious about that. And if you are with that, you are good to go. So now within 30 days, you see, my calculation was about $270. You see, this is $287 comfortably. No pressure. I make this kind of money at my comfort. No liquidation worries. Those things, I don't think about them because I am safe. So if $287 can come from my trading account, and this is not my source of income because Arafat, I'm not always in the market. I'm using a money strategy, but which is set once a month. The strategy 5, which I told you about, I always do my other things, my content creation, my consultancy, whereby I always help people in Utrading and crypto to understand more about this and they become successful as I'm making this money. See other people. See other people, their performances. People from Uganda, they're making $6,000. Not everyone will say that the government is bad. Some people don't go to riot because some people are making money silently. These are the questions which people ask themselves. What do those people do that we do not do? What do they know that we don't know? And Arafat and other leaders, we come here and we explain these things. But really, it's so unfortunate that we are taken for granted. But time will tell, as God also tells us in the holy books. God tells us, there is one of the great verses I like. God tells us that at the end of the day, or in the end, the victory is for the righteous. The victory is for the righteous. Is there something here? Time will tell. Time will tell. For us, we do our part. Those that have really joined us and listened to us, they've prospered. They've not stayed the same. So now that has been the profit part. Whenever you feel yourself that you are down, come to this and look at this. Come and look at this and look at people's performances. And one thing that I'm ending with tonight in our episode 11 of the Ultimate Trading Technical Session is this, sorry. If we look at the top performers, we have what we call the TVIP. I explained this in our various episodes, the previous episodes. The TVIP is a trading level. And we have starting from level 1 up to level 6. I want to show you something. People that are making the most profits, these people have high trading ranks. They have the TVIP 4s, they have the TVIP 5s, they have the TVIP 6. Because the higher your trading rank, the more trades you'll be able to place in the market. What I mean by more trades is like this. If we're in the same business, me with Mr. Boga, we are all in the phone business, and Mr. Boga only sells iPhones. But Arafat, I sell Techno phones, I sell Samsung phones, and I also sell iPhones. I also sell these small phones. I really have big leverage. I can make more money compared to Mr. Boga because Mr. Boga is only selling one product. But Arafat has variety. It is the same thing here. One trade can be stuck. 2 trades can be stuck. But you can't compare yourself if you're having 2 trades with someone who was having 100 trades, with someone having 1,000 trades running. But to have those big trades running, the many trades running, you should have corresponding capital. Your capital should be big. Because if you run many trades on an account with low capital, trust me, you're going to be liquidated if you're doing futures trading. Because the money won't be able to sustain or run your positions. We need to be aware of that. So I'm clicking automated here. I don't know what is happening. I always tell people that Satan always wants to come in good things. But really, we seek God's protection. We seek God's refuge from the Shaitan, the Satan. He won't make us fail to prosper because at the end of the day, we need this. Let me close it and I reopen it again. Satan is joking. Today we do not need those demons, those things that have made very many people fail. Huh? At any moment, if you find people talking about money and you are dozing, really, you need really to seek God's protection, because maybe there are some things that really do not want you to make it. So as my screen is loading, we can be putting in the questions, because we only have 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes to go, because our sessions are strictly for an hour. We thank the people that have been with us via the TikTok live. Thank you very much. I appreciate everyone. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the attendance. I appreciate everyone. Yes, Mr. Hoima, hello. Members, we can put in the questions in the chat room, those that are on the Google meeting. Yes, big up, bro. Thank you very much. Yes, Shan, thank you very much. Yes, I'm seeing my other friends. Let me see. Sharif, yes, bro. Thank you very much for tuning in. Yes, other members, someone had asked about futures, the liquidation. Someone was saying that they liquidate him a lot. I advise that person to reach out to me on WhatsApp. Those via the TikTok page, you can look at my biography on my page. My WhatsApp number is there, so that I can really assist you. So are we having any questions? If any members have question, kindly unmute yourself on the Google meeting and ask the question, because that is very important. But don't forget, in part 12, next Wednesday, we are going to understand these trading strategies. You're going to understand what is automated. What are the advantages of automated? What are the disadvantages? When should you use automated? Those that have trades that haven't been performing well, I'm going to be explaining everything. Then we explain signal trading in depth. Then we explain manual trading in depth. We shall be explaining these details in depth. So don't forget that every Saturdays, 9 p.m. East African time, Saturdays are for introduction to cryptocurrencies and Utrading. But Wednesdays a technical session. We go hands-on to understand these details. So are we having any question, our members that are on Google meeting? Do we really have any question? Feel free to ask any question. Feel free to ask any question if you have one, so that we can really get this. But also don't forget that this episode 11 that we are having tonight, we are going to upload it on our YouTube channel. And after doing that, we are going to share it on all our WhatsApp platforms, as we always do, so that if you missed out anything in this presentation and you would like to recheck it out, you can do that. And if you wanted to share it with anyone, you can also do that. So I wanted to show you this. Allow me to click 1 day to 30 days. I want to show you the TVIPs, which I mean, because I was telling you that the high performers, you can look at their trading ranks. Are you seeing? Are you seeing their lists? Are you seeing? But these trading ranks, we shall see. When do they matter? Because if you're doing manual trading, then you can have 1,000 trades, even if you're having TVIP 1. But if you're using automated and signal, it is very important for you to have a good trading rank, because with your trading rank, it will give you more entries into the market. So do we have any question, members? Do we have any question, my friends? Whenever we come here, really, we do not get questions. I really don't know, but it seems okay. Let me assume, maybe my classes, I explain well, because signs that you're explaining well. If questions are not there, that means that as the person who's explaining, you have done well. So allow me, before we end, to recognize the presence of Tagola Wilson. I think, Mr. Wilson, this is your first time here, but we always have these sessions every Wednesdays and Saturdays, 9 p.m. East African time. I'm seeing Mr. Sadiq Balugira. We always have Mr. Sadiq on our sessions. We appreciate you very much. I'm seeing Madam Mariam Naiga. We always have her. on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Thank you very much for your attendance. I'm seeing Mr. Chimbogwe Charles. Thank you very much for your presence and attendance. Then I'm seeing Mr. Joshua and Mr. Buga. Let me pronounce these people's twins, because these people are the reasons why we get our recordings of these sessions. Then I'm seeing Mr. Francis. Thank you very much for always being around and seeking for the knowledge. Madam Hanifa Kasoma, my good friend, thank you very much for always seeking the knowledge. Yes, Mr. Abdul Karim Said, thank you very much for always attending these sessions. And we are very fortunate that at the end of the presentation, also the head of planning and development for Utrading globally, Alajam Ssebadduka, he has also joined us. So I don't know if he has one word or some advice for us before we call it a night in a few minutes.
Arafat, good evening and greetings to everyone here, our dear friends, those who believe in Coach Arafat. Thank you so much. Hopefully you are learning and getting something from his teachings. We appreciate him for his great sacrifice and the love towards our community. And we're appreciating God and you, Arafat, plus all our dear partners. Yeah, hopefully we are enjoying what Arafat is presenting to us, and we are getting something out of his teachings. Let's keep in touch. Let's keep pushing. Crypto space is the way to go. Good evening. I wish you all the best.
Yes, thank you very much, our head of planning and development. By the way, such people, they're the reasons why we know each other, because if it wasn't for Utrading, for our coaches to introduce this, I wouldn't be knowing most of you and you wouldn't be knowing me. And these are the opportunities that have really made us. So we are grateful for everyone. So allow me to wish you a great night. Let's meet Saturday, 9 p.m. East African time. If you have someone new to crypto and someone that you would wish to understand Utrading, make sure Saturday, 9 p.m. East African time, you attend with that person or you share the meeting link. For those people that want to understand Utrading technically, Wednesdays is your program. So have a great night. Thank you, everyone. Have a great night. May the Almighty God ease and bless everything for every one of us. Amen.